Today I want to show you guys how to power level in Borderlands 4. So let's go. I'll show you in theory and then I'll show you it in practice. But the first thing you want to do is you want to go to the different teleport locations around the map, look for the bounty boards and get the vile bounties. Now, the way I like to do this is I will accept a vile bounty. And obviously I'll go and do it, and then I'll have a look to see how far away it is. I might teleport to a different location if it's closer, but this time I have to travel. I'll finish this contract, and then I will either stand in front of the same bulletin board again and pretty much quit game to main menu and keep logging back in until I get another purple. Or I'll travel around and see if there's any purples in other parts of the world. So for example, I'm up here at the moment in the low rise. I'll move down to Chalet and I'll move over to the launch pad and I'll just move around to all the different teleportation places, look at the bounty board, see if there's any purples. If there's any purples, then I'll do those. Now, these vile bounties only appear once you have completed the game for the first time. And there is an alternative way to level up in Borderlands 4 as well. That's also a lot of fun, but it is a bit grindier, and there's a lot less variety. And that is you go to the driller sites. Now, I usually do my leveling up in the pitted stain, which is down at the south side of the second area in the game, the second green part over the bridge and down to the driller site. And you just run that driller site over and over again until you level up. So you go in and you find your bounty. It's as easy as that. The bounties are always going to have this special armor. And if you're using Amon, you can actually just walk up to the bounty and remove all of his armor by doing this. It's awesome. And I recommend doing these on Vault Hunter mode level 1 because Vault Hunter mode level 1 is going to be a lot easier than doing it on level 5. You go in, you do it super quick, and then you get out of there. I just got 20 XP for doing that, 20,000 XP. So I can either go back to low rise or I can go to a different one. Let's go to one of my favorite ones, and that is down here at the launch pad. So I'm going to fast travel to the launch pad, and I'm going to run up this ladder here. I mean, I do this so often, it's become second nature now. I could do this with my eyes closed. I can already see that there is no purples. So I have 3 blues here. We are going to quit to main menu, and then we're going to log back in, and hopefully we'll get a purple. And as I mentioned already, you're going to do this over and over again. Up to you whether or not you just click continue and have a look for a purple, or if you just travel to a different fast travel location and look for a purple. And rolling that bounty board is going to give you a higher chance of getting purples. As I said, it was pretty much guaranteed to work before, and they kind of nerfed it, but we got one here. So I'm going to accept and track that, and I'm going to turn him off so I can talk to you while he's talking. It's over here. It's not that far away. Go down and take out the bounty. I'm going to be doing that in a minute because I want to get my Amon up to level 50. So we're at the driller site, and I'm going to show you something real cool, especially with Amon. Now, while I'm doing this, keep an eye on the fact that my ultimate barely runs out. I have a build that is based around pure melee. That's even better than the one I'm using. This one is based around guns, and it's based around chuck in particular. But if I keep killing enemies with my melee, my ultimate replenishes. If you do the melee build, which I'm going to be releasing soon on this channel, you'll actually be able to just kill every single enemy here over and over again while doing the drill site, while leveling up, just by building them. Now, the reason why I want to show you some of this isn't because I want to show you how to do the drill site. That's self-explanatory. I want to tell you about 2 other things that you can do, or 3 other things you can do for leveling up, just to add a bit of variety to leveling up in the game. The first thing that you can do is you can replay missions, and I'd highly recommend looking for missions that give you gold levels of XP, because you'll see if you look at the replay missions, there's going to be 3 different levels. There's blue, purple, and gold. Try and find gold. That'll give you the most XP. And you can also do the world events. If you are traveling around the map, you'll notice that there's these events where there's this giant bubble. And if you go into that giant bubble, you'll fight a boss. That's also very good for leveling up. And of course, just doing side missions, enjoying the actual game itself, playing the game and not doing the same thing over and over again. I'm personally using drill sites to level up my characters because I like to just have a loop and listen to a YouTube video in the background or a podcast. And these are not simple. I just died there. And like, that's because I wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing. If you're not paying attention, you will die in these drill sites. They're not just a simple case of run in and kill everything. You really do have to, once the bosses spawn, pay attention to what you're doing and actually use tactics. Thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.